Coach, I saw that you guys were focusing on lobs tonight. That's something that I know you guys have been kind of wanting to focus more on.
Yeah, along with having the most explosive and athletic five-man combo in the league, we got to find a way to get them the ball, and get them the ball over the rim is a big thing, and you have to drill those type of things. You just can't think that everybody knows how to do it. Those guys are going to put a lot of pressure on the rim and on the paint, and when we get there as guards and forwards, we got to make it look right, so we'll continue to spend a lot of time on just the fundamentals of that.
How is Scoot with lobs?
Good. They're all pretty good. Scoot's a little different than like Ant or whoever's been here. We haven't really had a real lob threat. So Scoot's coming from the G League. I'm sure they had a lot of young, explosive, athletic guys. So, he's good at it.
How do you feel like Ant has stepped into kind of being in that kind of leadership role in the backcourt? Last year he was kind of still deferring to Dame. Now he's the guy. Like, how has he kind of adjusted to that in your eyes?
I think he's been great, man. You could just tell, his voice is just so much louder. He just walks, he's just so much confidence, Dame did a great job of raising him, and to be in a position that one day you're going to have to be a lead type of dude. So Ant's confidence is on a very, very high level. He's had a great camp, man.
What's his best position in your estimation?
Guard. He's incredible at all of it. Yeah. Because anymore, Aaron, like, you running so much strong side, second side action, so it's always good to have threats and shooters and playmakers on both sides of the floor. So he's not a point guard where it's like he's a consummate, like, he's pass first, he's setting the table. That's not who Ant is. He's like a lead guard. He's a guard that needs the ball in his hands to be able to read stuff. He's reading pick and rolls, and defense is so much better. He's reading the point of attack coverage so much better. So I just say he's just a guard, man. He's just a guard.
Talk about his confidence, being different. Is he that way on the defensive side as well? Is he growing there?
He's talking a lot more on defense. He knows where he needs to be on defense. You kind of see him instructing more. We got a lot of guys that are just starting to learn our stuff. He knows our stuff. I do a thing sometimes where I don't let the coaches coach the defense. I make the players coach it. I'll pick a guy sometimes. Ant, where's Jeremy supposed to be? What's his responsibilities? What about DA? Where's he supposed to be? What's he supposed to do for you? Because as a guard on the ball, you don't see what's going on. So you need help. So sometimes I'll stop it, freeze it, make them turn around and look and see if everybody's in the right spot. Where's he supposed to be? No, he's not. Where should he be? And he's gotten really good at that, at answering those questions and kind of directing the team.
2 years ago when Dame underwent surgery, a lot of people thought the team was going to fall off a cliff, but for 2 months, Ant and Nurk had you guys rolling for a while. Do you see a similar situation could develop between Ant and DeAndre? Where you guys could surprise them?
Well, I see a lot of chemistry already building with those two guys. DA is like, he's a different player than we've had here. Certainly since I've been here, and I don't even remember that guy before I was here, where he's really good in the pocket. He can make those little shots in the pocket, but he's a great speed roller as well. He's a good screener. His speed is, I don't know if there's anybody faster than him at his position. So we use those type of things. So it's going to take Ant and our guys some time, to get used to that. On the flip side, you watch Malcolm and Robert and the chemistry that they have already from being teammates and knowing each other and knowing each other's, that's where these other guys will get to,
Just by observing these past few days of training camp, it seems to me that Jeremy Grant almost seems, the word is like re-energized. Do you get a feeling about that? Do you see that?
I do, man. I do. Not only watching him, but just talking to him. Jeremy is just so happy. He's so happy. he's been having a great camp just on the floor, but even off the floor, his leadership is another guy that's really stepped it up. And just galvanizing guys and bringing guys together and teaching and talking. And he's the guy that, for instance, yesterday on the bus, we had a referees meeting yesterday. And on the bus, he's telling everybody, nobody go to their room, get straight to the meeting. Like, he's stepping that leadership up. You know, he's the guy. So you like to see that.
He just seems happy, doesn't he?
He's very happy. I mean, he got a beautiful new daughter. I mean, his bank account's not doing too shabby. So he got a lot of reasons to be happy.
How have the camp guys like Wap and Minaya and Knox, how have they all looked?
Yeah, I think they've all been pretty good. To be honest, we've added so many new players that most of the new guys, they got to get the reps, you know, so those guys aren't playing as much as they probably would in a normal situation. My responsibility is to get our new guys understand our stuff, you know, and what we're doing. So I'm a fan of all of those dudes, and the good thing is before camp, for the whole last month, we've been playing 5-on-5 and kind of just together at the facility. So they had a great month. I know exactly what they could do.
So that kind of helps you with if these guys aren't playing that much this week, you still kind of have an idea of like what guys are capable of, and then when the time comes, like what decisions you might be making.
Yes, 100%. I got it. Got all that locked in for sure. I know. They all have contributed and done very well, to be honest with you.
Are Jabari and Murray kind of competing for minutes behind Grant?
Yeah, I mean, Jabari, Chris can kind of play 3 and 4. But yeah, I would say there's a group of those guys. Tumani Kamara, I've been very impressed with him. He's in there competing for minutes as well, in those spots. So he's a guy that can play some 3 and 4 as well. So yeah, it's a group of them guys that I would say are competing for that.